Now, the first thing a damaged woman would do to you when going down with you on my list today is fight or argue. Now, my kings, most damaged women are as a result of abuse. And because of that, some of them get used to it, like in this situation of a woman who would want to fight or argue with you before going down with you. That is something she is used to. She's gotten to a place where it is normal for her to fight or argue before having any intimate moment with the one she's in a relationship with. And it doesn't mean that it's going to just be a simple fight. No, she's actually going to make a big issue. She has to make sure the both of you have that banter, have that physical fist exchange before she would go down with you. And the moment she's done with that fight, when the both of you have had that fight, then she would actually give to you nice and good. But that is just something she's used to. And before a woman will get to that point, it means the abuse has just been something that has become a part of her. It's become like a habit for her character, something that she can't do without. And here is the thing, most women like this will not see any issue with that at all. Fighting with you before going down with you, having an argument with you before going down with you would not be an issue for them. But you, on the other hand, might want to complain because you don't understand why you need to fight or argue with your partner before you go down with them. But this is the reason why such a woman would do that, because she is used to it. So when you notice that with a partner, then you just know that she's been through that phase. And then you can try to help her. That is if she wants to be helped. Because most times when they've gotten to this stage, they don't want help anymore. In fact, they don't even believe that there is something wrong with them before you would even try to help them. And you can't solve a problem when the person who has the problem doesn't see it as a problem. I hope you understand what I mean, my kings. So only help her if she's willing to be helped. But if not, it is better you just reconsider that relationship and go for someone who the both of you will have a mutual understanding. Another thing a damaged woman would do to you before going down with you is ask for money. Now, my kings, this is not a case where a woman just asks for money. Maybe your woman needs something and she asks you for money randomly. This is a case where this particular woman's damage was caused by her growing up to see it as a norm for a man to pay before she gives anything to that man. Or she has been taught that before she offers such services, she has to take money. Or maybe also she was a hookup before. Now, because of these conditions, she has come to believe that it is her right to get paid anytime she's going down with a man. And because of that, even though she's in a relationship with you, you would still have to pay for her services as long as it has to do with going down with you. She would never agree to go down with you unless you pay her. Like, you will know that this is your woman. This is the person you are doing a relationship with. But still, every time it comes to going down, she's going to request for you to pay before she offers that to you. Now, when you notice this, you know that this woman has been damaged by any of the things I mentioned earlier. And because of that, it has become her default. It is something she sees as normal. Again, just like the first point, if she's willing to be helped, if she sees it as a problem and wants it to be solved, you can help her solve it. But if not, because remember, it has become a default. So there are high tendencies that she might not even see it as a problem, not to talk of wanting to solve it. So now when you bring the suggestion of solving it, she will see you as the problem. So when you notice this, try to find out if she's willing to be helped or not. If she's willing, of course, you can go ahead and help her so the both of you will make your relationship meaningful. But if she's not, then you don't stress yourself. You just leave her and go for someone who would have a mutual understanding and reach what you want from a woman. Another thing a damaged woman would do to you before going down with you is be in control. Now, my kings, this is what I mean. Sometimes victims of abuse try to be the abusers to save themselves from being abused. So in this case, a woman who has been controlled or forcefully laid with will try to be the one to control how the both of you go down, when the both of you go down, and how it will happen. This is because she's afraid. She has this fear in her that you might do exactly the same things she has experienced before. So for her to use it as a coping mechanism, she will prefer to be the one to control when and how it is done. Whatever she says is what she would want you to agree to. This is because she's just afraid. Now, in this case, it is the same thing. She's a victim of abuse who is afraid of what could go on and sees that as a coping mechanism. So you just have to check if there's something you can deal with and gradually help her get out of. Again, remember, if she doesn't want to be helped, no matter what you do, she's never going to see it as a problem. So if you notice that she wants to be helped, you can go ahead and help her. But if not, then you totally should flee from her. Because if she sees it as a norm, there is nothing you do that is going to make her change her mind. Now, the last thing a damaged woman would do to you before going down with you on my list today is you can never satisfy her. Now, my kings, in this case, this woman's damage is caused by her being overly experienced. She's overly exposed, has probably had a lot of partners. And because of that, you can never satisfy her. She would always hunger for more. It's like no matter what you do, no matter how many rounds you go, no matter how good you do it, she would always want more. She would never be satisfied. Sometimes she might even want you to get other people involved in what the both of you are doing. That is because she is just overly experienced and is damaged in that way. Now, in this case, most times it is very difficult to solve this problem because a lot of them have just gotten to that space where they don't even see how they can return back to normal. So you just have to flee from such a woman because there are very slim chances that she'll be willing to genuinely work on it and change. And sometimes, even if she is willing, she might still fail because, like I mentioned, she's overly experienced, she's overly exposed. So it is something you really just have to check if you can deal with it, if the both of you can work it out. But if not, it is better you just flee completely. So that's it for this video, my kings. These are 4 things damaged women would do to you when going down with you. Please do let me know if you found this video interesting and informative as well. Do well to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Turn on the notification bell, like this video, drop a comment down below, share this video with your family and friends, and see you in the next one.